Hello and welcome you all again under this lecture of Employability Skill Enhancement Program. In the previous lecture, we have studied 10 tips on writing a successful CV, and in today's lecture we are going to understand next content of this course, that is verbal ability. So let us discuss the meaning of verbal ability. Friends, verbal ability is a very important component of competitive examination for aspirants who want to get good scores in verbal ability. A good vocabulary and sentence forming skills are vital or important. Now, let us see the definition of verbal ability. Friends, verbal ability is defined as the capability of a person in expressing ideas using words in a clearly understandable manner. Now, let us see why is verbal ability is important. So, verbal reasoning or ability is important both in a child's academic life and their adult lives. Having verbal reasoning skills or ability will allow your child to develop qualities such as perceptions, understanding, and solving complicated subject questions, empathy and logical reasoning, as well as ensuring they have a great vocabulary. Now let us discuss how are verbal ability tests conducted. Friends, verbal ability tests generally form one part of the 4 to 5 different section of questions asked in competitive examination. Nowadays, these tests are mandatory before any job interview too. The objectives of conducting verbal ability test is to check if candidates have the adequate writing skills that are needed in an organization. So the first point is test structure. Verbal ability questions aren't as though as they are confusing. The options provided appear so similar that it becomes a difficulty trying to eliminate three wrong options and finding the right one. The candidate is supposed to have the knowledge of exceptional cases. Second is scores and marking. Scores and marking depend on individual examination and their marking patterns. Next is negative marking. Most candidates think that they can guess the answer of verbal ability and clear the test. However, they realize soon that guessing not only just gets them wrong answers but also negative marks that eat into their total. The best approach is to leave a question alone if the answer is not known. And last is preparation and practice. Friends, the best way to practice for verbal ability is to read at least 10 pages of English text every day, be it newspapers or books. In addition to that, learning the grammar rules will also help candidates in getting a stronger grasp on the concepts. Now, let us see what is verbal ability tutorial. Friends, verbal ability is defined as the capability of a person expressing idea using words in a clearly understandable manner. Verbal ability is a very important component of competitive examination for aspirants who want to get good scores in verbal ability. A good vocabulary and sentence forming skills are vital or important. This tutorial has extensive coverage of all varieties of questions that are generally asked in competitive examination. Each chapters have been arranged in an organic structure so that the readers get a firmer grasp on the components of sentence formation. In that, first point is audience. This tutorial is designed to provide effective guidance to those people who are trying to clear IAS, PSI and other civil services exams. There are questions with difficulty levels ranging from intermediate to advanced, so that the candidates of all educational backgrounds can be addressed. And second is prerequisites. Friends, before proceeding with this tutorial, it's important to have some basic idea on English grammar and the examination pattern. The reader is also expected to have the habit of reading text written in English. Verbal ability is an important section of most of the competitive exams. It contains different types of questions which are intended to judge abilities in word power, sentence correction, spotting errors too, and verbal reasoning. So, to score good marks in verbal ability, the candidates need to have a good vocabulary and a strong command of English, like in-depth knowledge of grammar, adjectives, tenses, articles, and more. Now come to the next point. Let us see contents of verbal ability. So the first content is spotting errors, antonyms, next is synonyms, next spellings, fifth is selecting words, next comes is sentence formation, next is ordering of words, then sentence correction, ordering of sentences, paragraph formation, clauses test, comprehension, one word substitute, then idioms and phrases, change of voice, change of speech, then verbal analogies, next is articles, then prepositions, and last is adjectives. Now let us understand 15 ways to improve your verbal ability. Friends, a strong verbal ability is more than just a tool to help you land your dream job. A high verbal powers guarantees a positive first impression, showcasing you as a professional equipped to effortlessly communicate in language that truly transmits your intention. Your verbal ability can be a real asset whether you are in your dream job, interviewing for a new position, starting out a new relationship, or anywhere else in life. While that may sound daunting, it is a good to know that verbal ability is learned. It should give you confidence to know that verbal ability training is appropriate for everyone regardless of their educational background. Here are 15 ways to improve your verbal ability which will help you confidently improve your comprehension and range of expressions starting today. So the first is read as widely as possible. Friends, reading is an excellent way to improve your verbal ability, but only if you make sure that you read widely enough to cover a range of genres, topics, and even eras. When you start to read outside of your comfort zone, you will encounter a range of new words that can help lift your verbal ability, but only if you remember to put them into practice. Second is a new word a day. Friends, plenty of websites offer a word of the day service which delivers a new word direct to your email each day. Subscribe to one of these services to slowly build up a stronger vocabulary. You could choose a general word of the day or one relating to your occupation, or both if you really want to boost your verbal ability. Then third is use what you learn. The best way to improve your verbal ability is by using the word you learn in your everyday life. When you hear a new word, phrase, or expression, try to incorporate it into a discussion with someone else. The more you use new words, the easier they are to remember. Next is take an adult class. Friends, whether you choose a reading group which help you discover new words while discussing a shared reading text, or a class relating to an area of literature or works you find fascinating, a class is a great way to build your verbal ability. Then pressure of a class will make you try to harder, force you to remember new words, and challenge you to improve yourself regardless of your age or ability. Next is keep a journal. Journaling is a great way to keep track of new learning. When you come across a new word or comprehend something in a text that you haven't noticed before, note it down and spend some time reflecting on it. Later you will be able to flick back through all the new expressions you have learned, which will help you use and retain your newfound knowledge. Next way to improve your verbal ability is become an active learner. Friends, when you see a word you don't understand, watch a movie you are unsure about, or read a text you can't quite grasp, why not look it up to see what the professionals have to say? Whether you look up an entry on the dictionary or a literary analysis on Spark Notes, you will gain a little more understanding and insight that will help you comprehend and understand things you encounter in the future. Next is take a homophonies test. Friends, homophonies are defined as words that are pronounced that same but actually have very different meaning, spelling, or origins. Knowing the differences between high frequency homophones is the difference between a high verbal ability person and one with reduced ability. Take a homophonies test to see if you are making common and hard to catch mistakes. If you find you are making errors, no problems. All you need to do is spend a little time learning the differences. Next is look into common grammar mistake. Friends, everyone makes grammar mistakes from time to time. Thankfully, there are plenty of grammar related blogs that highlight common grammar mistakes. Sign up, read their most popular posts, and begin to identify where you may be going wrong. Be sure to keep these common mistakes in mind when talking to people or reading the news. They are bound to pop up. Then next is learn a new language. Friends, learning a new language is a challenge all of its own, but did you know it also helps you to learn the foundation of your own knowledge? When you begin the language learning journey, you first have to make sure you know your native language inside out. Language general strengthens your verbal ability, improves your memory, and is an asset on your resume. Next is volunteer as a teacher. Friends, if learning a language is good for your verbal ability, then teaching your own language is even better. It's true that you don't know something well enough unless you have taught it. Why not volunteer even an hour of your day to help refugees acquire your language? You will have a solid foundation to build upon while donating your time to your community. What could be more meaningful than that? Next is study the roots of language. Friends, language roots give us clues into the meaning of words in use today. If your native language is English, you could consider learning a little Latin or ancient Greek to help you comprehend how those languages shape the language that we use today. Doing this make vocabulary test easier as the meanings are often incorporated into the root words. Next is play word games. Learning is a fun when it is a game. Visit your local game store and pick out a few verbal games such as Scrabble and spend time mastering it. Scrabble is an excellent verbal ability booster as it requires problem solving skills as well as high vocabulary, but anyone can play it as long as they are willing to try. The best part about it is you can learn at your own pace while acquiring new vocabulary direct from your openness. Then next is 13, read a quality newspaper. Friends, whether you subscribe online or have a physical newspaper delivered, quality reporting challenges your comprehension and vocabulary in a productive way. Try to remember what you have read. Do you best to understand the specific vocabulary relating to each area of current events and use them in your daily life as well. As always, if you come across something you don't understand, look it up. Next is practice comprehension. Friends, instead of quickly reading something, why not get into the habit of slowly reading it and then summing it up? Comprehension gains can be made when you actively try to reflect on what you read rather than just skimming it and moving on to the next thing. Try to explain what you have read to someone else and discover where you need to improve next time. And last way to improve your verbal ability is take grammar, spelling and reading ability test. Friend, there are plenty of high quality grammar, spelling and reading ability tests online that will help you identify and work on your weak areas. Take a test and see how well you score today. Now, let us understand what is verbal aptitude test. A verbal aptitude test, also known as a verbal reasoning or verbal ability test, is a standardized test designed to assess a job candidate's knowledge of English as well as their reasoning ability. These tests are widely used since most jobs require you either to understand and make decisions based on verbal or written information or to pass this type of information to others. In practice, the more straightforward type of question, spelling, grammar and instruction tend to be more applicable to administrative roles, and the reasoning and deduction type of questions to management roles. Now let us see verbal aptitude test can include questions on. So the first question is grammar, next is comprehension, third is verbal analogies, then following detailed written instruction, fifth is spelling, next is sentence completion, seventh is comprehension, next is word groups, ninth is critical reasoning, and last is verbal deductions. Friends, because they depends on understanding the precise meaning of words, idioms and the structure of language, they discriminate very heavily towards native speakers of the language in which the test has been developed. Now come to the next point. Why do you employers use verbal aptitude test? So, most employers who use psychometric test in the selection process will include a verbal aptitude test, as there are very few careers that don't require the ability to understand, analyze and interpret written information. Then verbal aptitude test also give employers the best indication of how you will be perceived by other people, particularly customers and co-workers. This is because most of us make judgments about others based on the accuracy and clarity of the language they use to communicate. Next is also, it is not always easy to assess whether someone can analytically interpret information and make sound judgments based on their conclusion. Then this is particularly true if individuals are applying for their first management job and do not have a track record of successful decision making. Then verbal aptitude test will require you to demonstrate your ability to make logical decisions and even to recognize that insufficient data has been provided for a definitive answer to be reached, as would be the case in many real life situations. Then when trying to decide between the final few applicants, this test can play a vital or important role in an employee's decision making process and can also save time during the pre-screening processes. Now last point is what to expect on a verbal aptitude test. Verbal test evaluate your ability to spell words correctly, use correct grammar, understand analogies and analyze detailed written information. Let us see one example on verbal ability or verbal aptitude test. The question is, which of the following words are incorrectly spelled? The options are: first is separate, second is ordinance, third is obviously, fourth is success. Friends, the answer is none of these. Of this question, the answer is none of these. Here we are going to stop this lecture. Thank you.